As vast and multifaceted as Brazil may be, a mosaic of cultures and histories that have intertwined over centuries, the depth and uniqueness of the bond that unites the country with Japan transcend ordinary bilateral relations. Brazil has not only welcomed the largest Japanese community outside the Japanese archipelago, but has become a home where Japanese culture, values, and very essence have flourished and integrated in a unique way into the Brazilian social fabric. This saga of immigration, adaptation, and legacy is a testament to human resilience, the ability to build bridges between distinct worlds, and the richness that cultural diversity provides to a nation. Prepare for a deep immersion into the history of this remarkable community, from the first waves of immigrants to the multifaceted influence that their descendants exert today in Brazil, shaping its identity and enriching its future. The dawn of the 20th century witnessed a confluence of needs and aspirations that would lay the foundations for this extraordinary transcontinental journey. Brazil, in the full expansion of its agricultural economy, especially with the coffee cycle at its peak, relentlessly sought a robust and dedicated workforce to cultivate its vast plantations. Far away, in Japan, a country undergoing rapid modernization, population growth and the search for new opportunities for its citizens propelled emigration as a path to a promising future. It was in this scenario of converging destinies that the first Japanese pioneers embarked on long and uncertain sea voyages, crossing oceans to arrive in a Brazil that was, for the most part, unknown to them. The arrival of the ship Kasato Maru in 1908 at the port of Santos was not just a migratory event. It was the inaugural milestone of a human epic that would transform Brazilian demographics and culture in profound and lasting ways. The journey of the first Japanese immigrants to adapt to Brazil was marked by monumental challenges. The barrier of the Portuguese language, so distant from their native tongue, the cultural shock of such diverse customs and traditions, the poignant longing for their homeland and the families left behind, and the arduous working conditions on the coffee farms demanded admirable tenacity and fortitude. However, their innate resilience, the deep sense of community that united them in the face of adversity, the tireless work ethic they brought with them, and the vision of a better future for their descendants were the foundations upon which they built their new lives. Nikkei associations emerged as beacons of mutual support, preserving the Japanese language, cultural rituals, and traditional values, passing them on as a precious legacy to the future generations that sprouted on Brazilian soil. The early decades were a period of struggle and sacrifice, but also of a silent and fundamental contribution to the development of Brazilian agriculture, with the introduction of new techniques and a dedication that would soon be recognized. As the 20th century progressed, the Japanese community in Brazil flourished and branched out, extending its roots beyond the green fields and establishing itself in vibrant urban centers, with São Paulo emerging as the epicenter of this diaspora, housing the largest concentration of Nikkei worldwide outside of Japan. The Nisei, the first generation of Japanese children born in Brazil, became the bridge between two cultures, absorbing Brazilian identity while keeping the flame of ancestral heritage alive. The Sansei, Yonsei, and subsequent generations continued this process of integration and preservation, excelling in numerous areas of the Brazilian landscape. Their influence became an organic component of national identity, permeating cuisine with unique flavors like sushi and tempura, enriching martial arts with judo and karate, coloring calendars with vibrant festivals like Tanabata and Hanamatsuri, and leaving their indelible mark on science, technology, industry, and so many other domains of Brazilian life. The remarkable ability of the Nikkei community to preserve its rich cultural heritage across so many generations is a phenomenon that deserves to be celebrated and studied. Traditional festivals, with their vibrant colors, their folk music, and their ritual dances, continue to be held with fervor, transmitting the customs and beliefs of their ancestors. The Undokai, with its spirit of healthy competition and community unity, and the Matsuri, With its offerings, its prayers, and its festive atmosphere, are events that bring families together and celebrate Nikki identity. The learning of the Japanese language, encouraged in bilingual schools and cultural associations, ensures that the connection with linguistic roots remains alive, allowing for communication and understanding of oral and written traditions. The various forms of Japanese art, from the delicacy of ikebana to the precision of origami and the powerful resonance of taiko, find expression and appreciation throughout Brazil, enriching the national artistic panorama with their beauty and depth. The ties that bind Brazil and Japan extend far beyond the presence of the vibrant Nikki community on Brazilian soil. A robust economic partnership has flourished over the years, with Brazil becoming an important supplier of raw materials and a relevant consumer market for Japan, while Japanese investment and technology play a significant role in various sectors of the Brazilian economy. In the political sphere, the two countries maintain cordial and collaborative diplomatic relations in international forums. And on the cultural level, there is a growing exchange of ideas, artists, and cultural expressions, with Brazilian music literature and visual arts increasingly finding space and recognition in Japan, just as Japanese pop culture, manga, and anime has conquered a legion of fans in Brazil. The Nikki, with their inherent understanding of both cultures, act as valuable bridges, facilitating dialogue and the strengthening of ties between the two nations, promoting a mutual understanding that enriches both societies. In conclusion, the history of the Japanese community in Brazil is an inspiring saga of courage, adaptation, perseverance, and an invaluable contribution to the building of the Brazilian nation. From those first immigrants who left their homeland in search of an uncertain future, a vibrant and resilient community has flourished, the largest in the world outside of Japan, a testament to the human capacity to overcome challenges and to enrich a society with the diversity of its heritage. Brazil, the generous land that welcomed these immigrants and their descendants, is proud to have within its embrace this unique community, a living link with Japan and an essential component of its own plural and multifaceted identity. The story of the Brazilian Nikki is a celebration of human resilience, an example of how different cultures can coexist and enrich each other, and a legacy that will continue to flourish in the lands of the rising sun that extend beyond the sea.